Coming off a big win for our guys at South Carolina. As tough as it is to win road games, we found a way to get it done. Thought we played well outside of the turnovers, but I thought we played well as a team, scored the ball. Thought we did some good things when Jerron went out with foul trouble. Thought Dwight gave us good minutes. I thought Trey really stepped up in the second half as far as attacking the rim and being aggressive. More or less kind of set the tone for us offensively. And George's been playing well the last 5, 6, 7 games. I thought he's probably been the most sound, I think, offensively. Just his understanding his field, attacking the rim, shooting the ball. Probably still can get to the free throw line a little bit more with the way he shoots free throws. So that's been good. Jonell's getting better every day, getting better. Hands getting stronger every day. He's doing some good things for us. Does a really good job of passing the ball. He's better than I thought he was at the top of the key as far as getting the ball, making moves off the dribble, and making decisions. So we got to get him in positions where he's doing that a lot more. Thought Cam Tatum really responded and played well on the road. Probably played one of his better games, overall games. Scored the ball, got to the rim. Really dribbled, penetrating, found Jonell on a couple layups, found other guys. Rebounded the ball well when he played some four guards. I thought he really rebounded the ball well as Jordan McCray. But it was fun to see him play well as he did. I think we won 5 SEC teams with, multiple road wins, which from where we started to where we are now is a great accomplishment for our guys. To really stick with it and stay the course, because as tough as it is when you're taking over a program, when you're teaching and guys trying to learn and understand with so many new guys and unproven guys, so to speak. It's tough to keep guys engaged when you're losing games. I thought our guys did a really good job every day coming to practice with the hard hat on, continue to get better, because that's not easy. Because losing can be discouraging, but I thought the guys did a tremendous job of staying the course. And we're in a good place right now as a team because we continue to get better, and that's a good sign. I think more importantly, the guys continue to work hard in practice, and then even better, guys spend a lot of time with the individual skills in the AM and the PM hours when the coach is on around. So that's when you really start to make progress as a program. So here we are. We got LSU on the road, a physical team, a talented team, play really well at home like most teams. Go inside, outside, they score the ball, they get out in transition. The big guys go inside, out. They can face up, make shots, they scored on the blocks. They're physical. They had a tough one at Ole Miss, so they'll be ready to go. I think it's senior night, if I'm not mistaken, so it should be a good atmosphere.
Is it tough being the road team on senior night when you know that there's probably going to be a moment or two where you just have to stand and wait for everything to take place?
I said as humble as I can say it, not when I was a player. I mean, I enjoyed the road atmosphere, because that's what you look forward to because of the excitement. You go in there, do what you have to do. You don't have to worry about pleasing and playing a certain way. You're just trying to get a win. It can be as ugly as it can be, but you're just trying to get a W and get out of there. So I don't think that'll be the case for our guys. We have to go out there and play the way we're capable of playing and not get caught up in the atmosphere.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to evaluate Anthony Hickey as a recruit?
We seen him. Kent Williams actually seen him once when we were at Missouri State. I know Coach Webster's seen him when he was in Nebraska. I'd never seen him play before, no. Wish I had, though.
But by the time you got here in Tennessee, you didn't really?
No. We were more or less playing catch-up. Talented young man.
Having been through almost the full SEC slate now, in terms of Jerron stacking up amongst that kind of elite player in the league, where do you kind of view him at in that regard?
Oh, I mean, I think when you so many talented players, but you talk about the one is Anthony Davis. I mean, that's understood. And you have other guys that'll definitely be professional players. When you talk about SEC players, the way they compete, they bring the hard hat every day. I mean, I put him up against anybody. I mean, because he brings it every day and he never takes days off. He's early. You go in there practice 2:30, he's getting shots up. He's getting them in the morning. But the thing about him, the way he plays, how hard he plays, and not take days off and can do pretty much everything on the floor for you. I mean, he's invaluable for our program. We can't go far without him.
Looking at this season as a whole, that tough schedule that you guys have at the beginning of the year, how much has having that experience helped pay off down the road when you look at now and heading into the SEC tournament?
I think more than anything, it's a credit to our guys not giving up when you have tough games and tough losses, and to stay the course and continue to get better. And I think the most humbling loss was, losing at home to Austin Peay, and give those guys credit for winning the game and coming and competing. But as a coach, I think that was the point where our guys, okay, now let's start to listen. Let's really completely buy in the coach, because it was a humbling experience for our guys. But the things we talked about from day one as a staff, to make them understand, you approach every game with a hard hat. It doesn't matter the opponent. But having a tough schedule, man, I do the same thing with this team a year later. But just, you didn't have the luxury with a new coach of getting out the gates with some confidence, getting your head up. We had to have some tough losses, and eventually we started to learn from it.
Cuonzo, would you call that Austin Peay game kind of the turning point? Because you talked about your team back kind of before conference season started, how you guys weren't a very good team. I mean, was that the turning point? Was there another turning point, or was it a gradual stretch of?
Well, I think that was one where, okay, guys, I think the guys are ready to listen and hear and truly understand. But it was also a case of, on a neutral court, I don't know if we'd have won that game. We weren't a very good team. I think what happens, you go off a reputation of a guy in high school because of the scouting service said this. I mean, was he really that good? So it's just one of those deals. We had to get better as a team. We weren't a very good team. So, like I said, on a neutral court, I don't know if we'd have won that game.
When did you guys become better than not a good team?
I think when we played Florida, when we really started to turn around. Because then they understood, okay, we can play. We're a pretty good team. And not to say we never lacked talent, but talent can only go so far. But I think they started to understand, okay, we can be pretty good. We got to continue to work, though. There's the work behind it on a consistent basis, and I think the guys understood that.
Do you believe you're here at the last week of the regular season?
Like I say, hard work pays off. But I don't know if I would have said that, watching us early in the season. Just because I don't know how tough we were. And like I said, it was never necessarily a case of how much talent, more talent. It was just the work ethic behind everything we was doing. The guys truly understanding how hard you have to play. And just for the guys, I said it to them before, the guys that didn't play a lot last year that was on the team, I said it was probably the reason why you didn't play. And you have to truly understand as a player, it's nothing personal. Because every coach, I'm quite sure, is trying to win ball games. He's going to put the best players out there on the floor to win games. So it meant we had to get better individually before we can get better as a team.
It's kind of the 11th hour here, I guess, but what can you still get better at as a team or individuals?
Oh, man, individually, I mean, you turn the ball over, so that means being able to handle the ball. One-on-one, handling the ball, handling with pressure, and still be able to make decisions. And those are the things we work on those from day one of practice. So handling pressure, able to make decisions with pressure, not turn the ball over. Each player can get his skill-wise better. Every player can get better defensively. You got guys need to improve three-point shooting. Guys need to improve off the dribble moves. But I think we've gotten better in the division as a team. And I think defensively, we're maybe 75% of where I think we could be. Because I think we're doing it now because we're winning some games. But it has to sink in and say this is a way of life all the time. And this is understood. And whatever happens offensively, we score 80, we score 90, we score it. But we have to defend at a high level all the time.
Is there anything you would have done differently as you look back at the season?
Not at all. Not at all. Because I go back when I was at 18 sitting on Coach Katie's bench, I said I wish I'd have been 21, but I had to be 18 at that time. I had to go through and I had to learn. It's part of it. I mean, there's nothing I would have changed. Because you got to go through it. I mean, I have a system in place. We're still doing the same thing we've done since day one. The guys have just gotten better at it. Because once again, it's more of a credit to our guys of being consistent. Because I wasn't about to, go out and let's play a zone to win a game here and that. It wasn't about that. We're going to defend that man-to-man at a high level every night. If we play a zone, it's just throwing some out there, but that's not our defense, and that's not who we are. So we could have easily wavered in that department as a staff, but it wasn't about to happen because we don't make progress when we make changes, quick changes. Because what happens, even with players, and I was a player once, when you see your coach constantly changing, he's in a huddle wavering, second guessing and doubting. I was a ball player. I fed off that. I understood what was going on, you know, just because you follow his lead, you know. But if you stay consistent and say this is the way it'll be, and this is what we're doing in order for us to be successful, then guys understand that. But now I'm not stubborn from the standpoint of something's not working. We've tweaked different things, subtle things. You have to do what's best for your personnel, but the blueprint is still the same.
When things weren't going the way that you wanted or anticipated, how difficult or challenging is it to not, you know, on your end, to not waver forward or even second guess what the approach is?
Oh, I didn't even doubt one bit. I mean, I really didn't. Because I know it's worked, it's been proven. You have a level of toughness, you can be successful. And we didn't lack talent. I don't know we had a level of toughness. We didn't have a level of team togetherness, passion for one another. I really want to see my teammate be successful before I see myself have success. When you have that, then you have results. Because you start to play together, you don't worry about your shots falling or not, you're just playing basketball. But no, I didn't waver. I really didn't. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you obviously got to recruit and continue to get better from a personnel standpoint. But you can make all excuses in the world. You have to continue to get the guys you have in your program better. We have the pieces to be successful.
Coach, good reflection. But looking ahead, did you say the season's in the balance? I mean, you haven't secured any type of postseason, and you've said many times that you want to keep playing basketball beyond the regular season. I mean, does it feel like the season's in the balance right now?
No, we keep rolling. We're fighting for our life. I mean, this is, you have to get better every day. There's plenty of work to do, and our guys are hungry right now. We're fighting. We don't have any luxury, any margin for error to be happy or be successful. I think we've done something special. Because like I said, we have every right, just like anybody else, to win ball games. We have to continue to get better. We're getting better. There's plenty of work to do. We got a tough road game. We're going to do everything in our power to try to get it.
And then as far as LSU, just looking at their, I guess, looking at their profile, you know, Alabama had struggled before you played them. Similar in talent, similar in size. I mean, is this a similar type of road trip that you took to Tuscaloosa as far as the opponent?
Well, always tough. I mean, any road game is tough. But for us, I mean, I just look at it playing LSU, not necessarily Alabama. Alabama played well, did a great job as a team to win a ball game. LSU trying to win a ball game. Tennessee's trying to win a ball game. Somebody has to come out of there with a W.